Hello, how are you all? Right, I've already started this video once. I got about halfway through and I forgot to unplug the phone and the phone started ringing and I can't pause my videos. So I'd already done half of this that I was supposed to be showing you. So I'll talk you through what I've done. That's about as exciting as it's going to get at the minute. Okay, we're doing signatures. Complete nightmare. I was supposed to be doing this yesterday and the day just completely went, and I thought, well, there's no point trying to sort of do a video. So today, not been much better. I've been arguing with the printer, it wouldn't connect with the Wi-Fi. I'll explain what I was doing in a bit, but back to what we're doing. Last year when I said that I got some happy mail, I got this wonderful book. And obviously I hadn't opened it until yesterday, and I thought these were just sheets of like the beautiful Oriental paper. Well, it is sheets, but they are double. In fact, they are, I don't know, well, the whole the whole A3 or A5 sheets. No, not A5. What's the big A1? I think they are massive. They are 19.5 inches by 27.5 inches. So I chose one, and I've actually pulled, you pull it out. It's perforated. I'll show you what it is because I had it all out. This is what annoyed me. I had it all sort of ready to show you and before I cut it. So you just pull it out. I didn't show you that bit because I'd already pulled the thing out, but I got it all sorted. So I chose the paper that I've got here. This is the one that I've done, but I've already cut up. And as you can see, this is folded in half. So I can't quite get it all in the screen, but yeah, that's folded in half. So all I've done is opened it up, massive sheet. Opened it up, folded it in half that way, because obviously it needs to go in my signatures, which are like that, because as I mentioned, it's just going to be white paper that's in the journal. So I just need it that way on, so it would go like that. Problem is, to get 4 signatures, I've actually got 5 signatures, but I only want the paper for 4. They're going to be sort of a little bit different in size, which is fine. I don't mind at all, because I just want the paper. So I'll just pop that out of the way. So all I done was, obviously the paper was lying out. At the bottom of each of the papers, it has like the little company name and that sort of thing. So I trimmed that off. So it made the whole length just under 68 centimetres. Because I wanted 4 of them, I just divided that by 4. So it gives you roughly about 17 centimetres. There is one that's obviously a little bit shorter because that's basically the depth that I had to trim off for the label. That's fine, I don't mind. I don't want them to be all perfect, so it's not an issue at all. Then what I did, I had it all prepared. I'd folded my papers previously out of the paper pad that I showed you, and these are going in to the signatures. So I've got 4 of them that I've done, because I'm having, as I always have in my journals, I'm having one signature that is going to have absolutely nothing in it. It's just going to be paper. That's it. Because that's just what I do. That's just my little gimmick, I suppose, to make it just a little bit different. Nothing spectacular about it, but nevertheless. But I needed a cover for it because my other 4 signatures have actually got a cover, which I'll show you in a sec. So I folded this and I've trimmed it down, so that will then go over like that. So these are all, they're all the same height. If they're just off, I'm not too bothered, because that sounds so flippant. I don't mean it like that at all. What I mean is, I don't mind seeing a little bit of the white border, because when I attach it, if you can, I don't know if you can see, you can just see it just a little tiny bit. And to try and trim that off, it's really not worth it, because The reason I'm saying I'm not bothered, and I will show you in the next bit, you'll know why. And I'm a little bit cross with it because A4 is not A4 in all shops by the looks of it. Anyway, I trimmed this down. This one had a border. This border here, it was all the way around. But I did say that because I didn't want it just at the bottom and then nothing at the top because it doesn't look like it's finished, I cut off the bottom bit as well. So it's this bit here is going to get cut off when I trim the signatures down. So that's what we're going to do. I just feel all put out now because I had it all sorted, what I was going to do in the video, and then everything just goes completely wrong, and yeah, you sort of like, what do I do now, what do I do? So I shall compose myself again and try and sort of settle and not talk so fast. I've been told I talk too fast, so I'm kind of, it's because I get anxious now. I really do, sort of, so please bear with me. I'm trying to study. Right, my signatures, these are the other 4 signatures. Each signature has 12 single pages, and then that's doubled to, I think it's about 24 each side or something. That works it out without sort of getting a calculator because my brain is just like fuzz at the minute. Yeah, that's what it works out at. Right, when I said that I've been having problems with my Wi-Fi and my printer, I've got a laser printer, which you've probably seen when I've done my craft room tour, that I got last year, and I've got a highly swat mink laminator thingamabob, yeah, for the foiling. I wanted to add some gold onto black card. That's great, no problem, but I hadn't used my printer since we had updated our router, so yeah, it didn't want to talk to it. It just did not want to talk. So it took me a good, I don't know, most of the morning, mid-afternoon to eventually, before I sort of threw the thing out the window. It worked. I think the threat of it going out the window worked. But anyway, what I done was this. So each of the signatures, a bit of a sort of sneak peek, has got an Oriental themed image on it, and I've just put some foil on. They're not always perfect, but I don't want them to be sort of really, really perfect. I want it to just be a nice little subtle thing. It's only on the front. I've not done anything on the back, but we've got the cherry blossom, and we've got a fan. So I don't know if you can like sort of picking it up, and another cherry blossom. I thought that was really pretty. And then my favourite has to be this. How beautiful is that? And I just thought they were really, really nice. So I was really pleased that my idea eventually worked after a little bit of perseverance. So back to the signatures, because I said I was going to trim them. For anybody that hasn't trimmed signatures or anything. Oh, before I forget, when I said about I wasn't too fussed if you could see the white, this is A4 card, or at least it's supposed to be A4 card, and I know for a fact that this is A4 paper, but I haven't done anything to this card and it's actually shorter. So I was a little bit cross because I've made the journal bigger to take in the whole page of an A4. I didn't want to trim because usually I trim the top and I trim the side, and I only wanted to trim the side because I knew that it would sort of look like this. Yeah, I've now got this trim, and I thought, do you know what, I'm not trimming it. And I showed my mum, and she says, why don't you just leave it as it is and have a little edge, because that way it will give it a, you know, a different look. And do you know what, it actually does work, because obviously when I put the signatures, when I stitch them in, which I won't be doing in the video because no matter look, they'll go horribly wrong. Yeah, I've got a little bit there and a little bit there, so that kind of gives it a little bit of, you know, a different look. So that's fine, I'm fine with that. Right, what I want to do, I've got 4 of these, so I know that this this signature is going to be just like that, so that's fine. My only concern with this one is I think I might have to trim that separately, or yeah, I think I might trim that separately actually, because I can't actually see where the paper is because that's too big, but that's fine, it's no problem. Yeah, let's sort out what's going into each of these. So this is the joy of doing this now, so I'm going to just have a bit of a guess, and I'm not too fussed. I'm not too fussed where I'm sort of putting it. I might actually trim that down a little bit. Yeah, that's just going to be a little bit too big to work with. Okay, let's trim these. Oh, I hope this video works. But apart from me having a bit of a meltdown and a bit of a moan, how have you all been? Are you okay? Have you had a good couple of days? You know, it's like being in the hairdressers. Actually, I've never been in the hairdressers, so I wouldn't know, but it's the comical thing, isn't it? It's like, it's 14.5. You know, going anywhere nice for your holiday, that sort of thing. Oh dear. I think I'm beginning to lose the will to live it. I really am. It's just, no, we'll get this. We've got this. We're fine. All's good. Although that didn't, yeah, that's fine. I'm just cutting these at about 14.5 because that is actually wider than I need it. Because when it goes into the signature, it is a little bit wider, because when I trim it, it will be yeah, it won't be quite as wide. Right, let's bring you back now. Yeah, that is the right way. I've got to look at the book now. I'm not sure, is that the right way? Yes, that's the right way. No, that's the wrong way. That's that way. I knew I'd get it wrong. Right, it's that way. That way. Got it now. Got it. Okay, let's put that one there. And then, oh, that's just a little bit shorter. That's fine, because when I, like I say, when I cut it, it should be about there. And let's put that in. And we're putting this not quite in, you know, it's not on the edge. Do that. I can see where everything is when I cut that, and that is perfect. Yeah, that's fine. That's that one done. And then get the other one. This is beautiful paper, really nice. I've actually got some stamps that I brought out that I forgot I had until I was sort of thinking of ideas what I could do, and then I remembered that last year, I can't remember if I showed on a video now. I honestly can't remember because the years go so quick. But I'm sure I actually put, I sort of showed that I got this Oriental stamp set from a magazine, I think it was. I'm sure it was a magazine. And it's really good. It's got really, I'll show you in a sec what it was. And I'm thinking of maybe adding some stamped bit. The thing is, I don't want to do too much in it because I think it could end up spoiling it, because the papers are so heavily patterned, and let's put that the right way up. Yeah. The papers are so heavily patterned, and obviously there's a lot that I want to sort of do in the journal itself. That's the plan. Kind of hoping it does work. Now I can't remember if that's the right way up for that or not. Let me just get the back. I'm hoping. Right, I think this is the joy of having. I think it's that way. Yeah, it goes that way. That was close. I nearly put it in the wrong way because that's that one there. Because it's got the red on the back, and that's that one. Yeah, I nearly put that upside down. I could insult people with that because it's got writing on it. You don't think of things like this, do you? Right, so that's got to go in there. Okay. Right. So that's the 4 journals. It's beginning to thicken up nicely for when you're doing that. And then obviously that is going to go in between. That's not necessarily the order, because I think I'm going to start with the oh, I forgot the name of it. Where's it gone? It's the last one. That. Oh, I can't, my mind's just gone completely blank. Anyway, this beautiful building, I'm going to start with that one. Okay, let's get cutting. Right, wish me luck here, because the day I'm having, it could go horribly, no, it's not going to go horribly wrong. It's going to work. Think positive. It's going to work. It's not. Right. Right, I need to get, if I say right once more, I think I'll scream. I just need to get a little bit of card. This is the practice run. It didn't work. I forgot that I needed to change my density on my printer for the colour. It looked really nice though, just in black when I printed it off. It looked really good. So, right, all I'm doing is just get a couple of bits of scrap card, and then I just want to, I usually get my ruler, it's got a nice sharp edge on it, and all I do, bang that down, and then I just get my ruler just to make sure that it's all sort of gone into its place. Bang it down again, and then I just get my bulldog clip and clamp it there, and then I'm going to put it at the bottom because I'm not trimming anything off the height of it, it's just the width I need to do this time, which works fine. And then I just flatten them out like that. Okay, right, usually I measure, but I'm just going to use the black card as a guide. I don't know if I can zoom in it a little bit, if that would, anything could go wrong here. No, wrong way. Don't want to make it, that's a bit too much. About there. Right, I hope you can sort of see. I'll try not to get my head in the way. Right, all I use is I just use the line on my mat at the bottom. You can't see that. The line, you know, the lines on the mat itself. I just use that to line the bottom of the signature up, and then I get my ruler and I run it along the edge of the page. But what I then do is I then use the downwards line on the mat again, so it's just on there and there. You can't really see that because obviously the ruler's causing a bit of a shadow. Right, and then I just get my trusty Stanley knife, and I've changed the blade. I got all prepared, I changed the blade in it. Not quite sure what I'd been using beforehand, but I think there was bits missing out of the blade. Okay, and then you just hold that down, and then you just slide it along. And I'm not too bothered if it's cut a little bit of the black, that's fine. And then that is the first signature done. That's how easy it is. Okay, so do that. So that's that one done. I'm going to set that to the side because I don't want to get damaged. Then we'll do it again. Just helpful. Just roll that. I suppose there's easier ways to do this, but I've always sort of done it like this and it works. Whatever's easy for you, that's what I always sort of say. I mean, I'm just sort of showing you my process, but I know a lot of people can use, you know, they don't want to use a blade, or I've noticed some people do actually use a rotary cutter, you know, like you use for sewing. I don't like that idea because I don't think it actually cuts through. Or that's just my look, that I've never been able to get it through evenly. I can't get my line, I'll use that one. But like I say, it's whatever you're comfortable with. So I think we're about there. I mean, these might not be perfect, but do you know what? It's a handmade journal. And that's what I always think about, you know, it's handmade. It's not machine done. Sometimes it's blood, sweat and tears that goes into these. Not literally blood though. Not on the journal, because that just makes a mess. But that's that one. Okay. You always just sort of give it a little bit of a flicker there. Flicker through. That's that one. And then we'll do the next one. So I didn't want to add a lot of pages into this because I'm hoping, you see how I'm hoping to do this? My ephemera. I actually sat one evening watching a film on Netflix, I think it was, and that's when I decided to take my paper pad to bits. It had been sitting on the desk since I showed you, and I'm like, I can't do it, I just can't do this. But I've done it, and I've cut all, I will show you when I've done this, all the elements, well yeah, I suppose it is elements really, you know, like the tags and that sort of thing. So they're all sitting on my desk. I've just got to ink them. But I've had an idea that I don't want to try it on the actual thing for a start. I'm going to try it on, you know, a bit of scrap paper or something, because I've never done it before. But I have seen it done, and you know, like you use the embossing powder and you sort of do it on the edge. Well, that's what I want to do. And I've got the gold. So I've got the gold. And I've actually got an embossing pen. You know the, what do you call them? I don't know if I've got it at hand. I might have actually put it in my thing. But you know, like, you know, like you get the pads, but you can get a pen as well, can't you, that do it? Well, I've got one of them, and I'm wondering if I could get away with using just that on the edge to give me the same sort of thing. That's the idea. But I don't know if it's going to look okay, just to give it a bit of gold inside the journal itself. But wait, you know, I'll wait and see. But when I do it, I'm going to do it on camera so you can see. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, then hey, you can see my mistakes as well, because I don't mind. Certain things that you know, I can't show you because I've either not recorded or the phone rings. That's the thing. Nobody's phoned for ages, and especially at 7 o'clock at night. You know, I mean, who does that? Just to find out you've got an insurance. But I'm not going to be moaning. I don't want to be moaning. But I want to thank everybody for all your support. It's, oh, your comments are amazing. I love it when you comment. I love it. Right. But the fact that people are actually spending time to watch my videos, I mean, even if you just flick on, that's, you know, that's more than what I ever thought. So, you know, that's amazing. Thank you. Right, this one, I'm not quite sure what I can do. Yes, I do. I'm going to try. I hope it works. If it doesn't, it works. Like I said, you know, this could be a complete disaster, but we're going to go for it. Right, if I put that on the inside, because I need a line here so I know where I'm going. Right. So I think that goes like that. The reason, if you're not sure why I use this is actually just so it doesn't mark your card or paper. Because I'd done it once with just the bulldog clip, and it was just on my tea dye paper, and when I looked, I'd actually got the marks where I sort of pressed down, not realising, because I wasn't actually pressing onto these because they're not comfortable to do that with. So I ended up just pressing on my ruler. Yeah, and it marked it, and I couldn't do anything with it, so I had to recut the paper, which I wasn't pleased about. But luckily enough, I only spotted it on the first journal, well, on the first signature, so that wasn't too bad. So, right, hopefully this is going to work. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll be a bit annoyed because I haven't really got any other card. As I open another paper pack, because I ordered another one because I knew this was going to take nearly a whole pad. But I've only put it on the other side of that, so I'm kind of hoping it's worked. Fingers crossed. Oh, just not quite. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's try and trim it. We'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to use the paper trimmer for doing this one, but we'll give it a go. It's just slightly, I don't know if you can see, it's just slightly off. That's the thing, it's only slightly. So I don't really want to cut that if I can help it. Just line that up. Just so I know that I'm cutting straight, because I have been known to go off just slightly. And the blade sometimes, if it's not a new blade, it can make you just turn it a little bit, and that doesn't always, you know, that's not always helpful. So we'll right, I think it worked. Ooh, go me. That's good, I'm pleased. Right. Perfect. Now, I must remember to put my blade away, because that is dangerous, because it's a new blade and it is dangerous. Last year I made the fatal error of cutting my thumb. It's kind of a bit of a joke for my family now, because, oh god, I ate it. Usually doing stuff like that don't bother me. I can, you know, cut myself and I laugh. I'm one of these people that just laughs when they hurt themselves. But oh my god, I was absolutely in shock. And I think it's because I was trying to hurry up and doing a customised journal for somebody. But the cutter that I'd used was actually, I don't know if anybody's seen it, it's the big industrial cutters that you can get. I'm trying to think, wait, you might have seen one. I know Artie Mays has got one. Let me just zoom, let me get my zoomy thing out. There you Yeah, Artie Mace's got one, and it's a massive, massive thing, and it can take like a whole ream of paper, and it's got a big guillotine thing down it. And I got one, and I thought that's perfect. That's great. You know, it's really going to help when I do sort of my journals and stuff. Oh no, I cut my thumb. It was, yeah, I literally just brought my thumb up. I didn't even feel I'd done it until I'd seen the blood dripping, and that was it then. So yeah, that didn't work. It did not work at all. So that put me off using it now. It now sits in our attic. I just can't bear to use it. One day I probably will, but at the minute, no, I can't. Yeah. Give me a Stanley knife any day. That doesn't bother me. Right. So, sorry if you're a bit sort of squeamish in that, but at least I didn't show you on camera what I'd done, you know. I could have done. That wouldn't have been nice. Right, that's going to be the signatures. So I'm quite pleased with how that is. And like I said, I've showed in other videos, I mean I wasn't really going to show you how to trim it, but I've showed in other videos how I stitch them in, and I will sort of do that, but I think I'm going to do this time off camera because it's going to be a little bit more time consuming, because I don't want to mark the card and everything when I'm sort of doing it. But what I will be doing is I will be showing you the other elements that I've done. So as I said, I've cut up the paper pad. Yeah, my idea is to put around the edges here some gold, you know, the gold embossing powder. And I've got all of the words. I literally sat and I've done all the words, and even the rough edges, you know, like the little nicks that, you know, I don't know if you can see the little nicks that come out. I even trimmed those as well. But the thing is, these are so pretty on the back. Okay, that one's not quite, because this was actually the front of the pad. That's why I had to show you when I did what pad I was going to use, because I knew I was going to cut these out. But some of them are really pretty. But yeah, I'm going to ink all around those. I'm not going to make you suffer for that, because it was bad enough on the last video when I made you sort of listen to the heat gun, which, needless to say, my mum thought it was slightly on the loud side, and she's bought me a new heat gun, so I've got the nice Ranger one. So I've always wanted one of them ones, because I think they're quite good. What else was I doing? Because I don't want this video to be too long, but I just want to show you the bits that I've done. I've cut out, yeah, like I said, I've got all these circles that I think I might make these into like little pockets on the pages and that sort of thing. Was stamp set, that was it. Yeah, this was a stamp set that I've got. And I think that, you know, it kind of fits in rather well, because you've got the nice little, I still can't find the name. I know what I mean. Anyway, you got the bridge, and you've got you've got the bonsais, and then you got the cranes. Beautiful vase, beautiful cherry blossom, and I might actually do some sort of embossing on some of the pages. I don't know. I'll see how it looks, because I don't want to do it and it spoils it. Do you know what I mean? That's not the idea. But apart from that, and we've done the signatures, I've just got to stitch them in, and the journals, the cover of the journal has been done, and then we've got tons and tons of bits of paper that we can use. Yeah, I think that's all for this video. And then obviously we've got the clay elements. These are now fully dry. I have trimmed around them. I don't know if anybody else has used this clay, but I thought I could use an emery board on it, like the other clays that you use. Nope, that doesn't work. It literally just bends the thing over. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't go with it. I was using just an ordinary, you know, an emery board, doing this, and yeah, it just didn't want to know. So I used the next best thing, which was my nail, and I literally just sort of used a nail to get into all the bits, and then what I couldn't get into properly, I just got a pair of my little embroidery scissors that I don't actually use for embroidery because I've got that many of them. These are the ones that I use for my crafting, and they are really pointy and sharp at the point, and they could get into all the little places. So they're done, but I am going to do a video of what I'm going to do with these because you might be interested. It involves paint, so fingers crossed everything with that one goes to plan. But yeah, apart from that, I think I'm going to finish the video. Now I finally got it sort of up, hopefully. No more problems. And like I said, we've got the signatures, and then they're already nice and chunky before we even put anything else in them, any of the ephemera. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed it and kind of give you a bit of an insight of what we're doing and how it's progressing. And I should be back, hopefully. I'm not going to say tomorrow, because if I put a day on it, one, it puts pressure on me then to make sure that I'm sort of doing the video, and then if I have technical problems or anything goes wrong, it's, you know, I feel like I'm letting people down, and I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to say I'm going to see you in the next video, and then that'll be better. So apart from that, that's, you know, we've got all our elements, and all of this is going to go in this journal. So that's why I said it's going to be a bit of a chunky journal, and I'm going to make some bigger tags and some pockets. And a lady gave me a good idea on the last video when I said about the big sheet. Let me just get the bit that I'm talking about. This that was in the journal, because it's 12 inches long. Numpty me, never even thought of this, to fold it into a trifold, make something out of it. Did I think of that? No. So thank you for that idea. I'm definitely going to do something with that, because it's too nice. It's beautiful on either side, and I didn't want to cut it in half if I could help it. So yeah, that obviously I've cut off a bit, because I think that was on with tags or something like that anyway. So yeah, I'm going to fold that and maybe put attach something at the top. I don't know yet. I've got to work that out. That's why I'm sort of, you know, I might not do a video tomorrow, because I'm trying to sort of sort out what's, you know, got to be done, and I don't want to rush it. So yeah, just bear with me, and you know, I will sort of be showing you as I'm going. So anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I've rattled on, and you must be bored to tears listening to me. Yeah, I want to thank everybody once again for a big massive hello to everybody that subscribed. You know, you're all wonderful. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so pleased that people are sort of enjoying my videos, because I don't think that you know, I never give myself confidence or credit for any of the stuff, and I don't think any of my stuff's good anyway. And no, that's not just, you know, or she's just saying that. No, that's me. If you go back to day one, that's what I've pretty much said. I'm being told off for saying it as well. So, but yeah, and I do apologise a lot, because I do go on and I do rattle and that. So I'm sorry about that one as well. Anyway, I'm going to leave here, and like I said, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it's not too long, because I don't know how long it is, because my camera doesn't tell me now, which I don't like. But yeah, I will see you soon, and take care. So bye for now. Bye.